Making spaghetti today. I just have to start looking more careful at the onion. Sometimes I find the onion in the store is kind of rotten on the inside, but on the outside it looks very good. With the large onion, I gotta be careful with it or use it up right away. So onion will go into it. I bought celery, specific celery for spaghetti. Bell pepper, I always buy bell pepper, so I can use that up. $2 spaghetti sauce from the dollar store, and your basic tomato, crushed tomato sauce will go in. Maybe some diced tomato will follow. What do I have here? Another can of diced tomato. No, stewed tomato might go in. Stewed tomato, I usually keep it for my lasagna, because I might add in some cream of mushroom. We'll see if my recipe. I've seen some people add it to their spaghetti, so I want to try it. And then your basic seasonings will go in, and the cream of mushroom. I have to get the spaghetti. There's a spaghetti. I had the wrong recipe. So I write down my recipes. I store them here. So now I got the right recipe: the onion, the garlic, bell pepper, celery. Then your seasonings will go in. Maybe Worcester sauce, tomato sauce, tomato paste. I don't have any tomato paste on hand, so I could add that in after. So it's not a big deal. Tomato paste. Either tomato sauce, or I'm going to use like crushed tomatoes, one or the other. Our stores, they don't carry the Prego. A lot of people put the Prego sauce, but our stores don't carry that brand. So we're forced to use tomato sauce, because our stores are cheap. They don't carry better products like the US will. So I need to start chopping up the onion and making a big patch, so it's going to be at least for a good week. But I usually eat spaghetti once or twice a week. Usually near the end of the month I'll have spaghetti. Mostly I like to eat rice and chicken, something like that. But sometimes pasta is good on the hand as well. Now that I have the right recipe, spaghetti, yep. Cooked spaghetti yesterday. It's like I eat enough for at least three meals. Rest of it I'm going to freeze and have it for the next month. I don't eat spaghetti a whole lot throughout the whole month. Maybe once or twice near the end of the month I have spaghetti. Thanks for watching. So I made it before without meat, because sometimes I don't have meat on hand, so I made it without meat, but it's better with meat. So add your ground meat or ground pork. If you want pork, I'm just eating straight meat today. So you chop the onion, and then if you have a small kitchen, you have to do things carefully. It's kind of hard with a small kitchen to set things up properly, but here we go. So I'm going to fry these in batches. Why does everything fucking need onion? Every fucking recipe is onion, 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 onion. Fuck. Enough with the fucking onion. I'm doing a lot because I need to make it for batches, and I'm going to freeze most of it. So I'll do everything in steps. The onion, the celery, and the bell pepper will go in together, and then I'll combine everything, and then I'll put the sauces. Might need to get the bigger pot for that. So that's my plan. Spaghetti. Might call this the world's best spaghetti. People think the Prego sauce will make it the world's best spaghetti, but whatever sauce you got on the hand, it's just tomatoes, whichever company you go for or have available. Our markets don't carry Prego brand, so I cannot find that spaghetti sauce. So I'm forced to buy some kind of second-rate spaghetti and make what I can out of it. So usually either we'll go for crushed tomatoes or tomato sauce in a jar. So whichever on hand, that's what I'll use. This will take a little while to cook down. A little put the soy sauce, the seasonings, like a couple here. Got moustache, steak seasoning will go in, salt, pepper. What else can I put in here? Maybe ketchup will go in. I'll probably put in ketchup because I don't have tomato paste on hand, so we'll go from there. The last of the vegetables. Now the rest of it will follow, whichever market brand tomato sauce you have in hand will follow. You need a chunky one and a solid one. If you don't have a solid one, you just have a chunky one. You might need a blender. And just blend diced tomato down. Same thing. Some of them they put alcohol in it, but if you want, you can add wine at this point. But I don't cook with alcohol, so all this will cook down. But for that to happen, you need to add liquid. So either water or stock, about 1 cup to start with, depending how long you're going to cook it down for. 30 minutes at least. 1 cup. Now it's going to cook down. Tomato paste, I don't have it, so I'm not adding to it tomato paste. But I do have condensed tomato mushroom. I think 1 can, almost same thing. I've seen some people adding mushroom into their sauce, so I want to try that. Cream of mushroom. Should be the same thing as the tomato paste. Normally I don't have tomato paste when I need it, so I always add it in a day later, just reheat it. Then we're going to add our seasonings. I got still another can to add, maybe 2 more cans will come in. So let this cook down slightly. The mushroom will change the color a little bit, but we should be okay. I'll cook down for a half hour at least before I add the seasonings and soy sauce and all that. Will come near the end. Let it cook down at least 10-15 minutes before I add the spices. Now I'm getting ready with the spices. Might put in a little bit of ketchup as well. Don't need a whole lot of spices, just to dust the top. This is called the world's best spaghetti because the pot's overflowing. Garlic powder, there's about a tablespoon or 2 in there. time. Ketchup will follow. About 2 tablespoons of ketchup. There's dash, maybe steak seasoning. I'm gonna have to use another pot. Put half this in another pot. But right now, it's all one pot, almost overflowing. You need to be very careful. Slowly mix it in. Until it's all mixed in, I'll transfer half it into the other pot. Then I'll cook down for about a half hour, each pot. And the other pot I'm going to freeze, have it for another month. See, now it's looking more, if you want hot sauce, you can add hot sauce into it. I might add a little bit of hot sauce. Add a touch of hot sauce, red hot. Near the end, when I transfer it, and I'll put a little bit of sugar in once I transfer them, and that's it. So we're getting sloppy and messy. So the world's best spaghetti is sloppy. If it's not sloppy and messy, you're not having the world's best spaghetti. You're having the world's cleanest spaghetti. So you need to be sloppy and messy. And transfers also can be messy, so I need to be careful with that. Just transfer it over on the stove, bring this pot closer, and hopefully it won't spill as much when I put that in there. Then I'll probably put a little bit more stock into it or water. Then I'll cook down for a half hour, and then I'll cook the other pot for another half hour. And I'll freeze half of it. Half of it I'll use just for the end of the month, a rough meal. So end times, kind of rough meal. Thanks for watching. Hard times, whatever they call it. Spaghetti is it for the struggle meal.